Passion. Strong and barely controllable emotion. An intense desire or enthusiasm for something. What are you passionate about? That's the starting point for today. But also, what do you think God is passionate about? Well, let me give you a thought. God is passionate about you. He's passionate about me. He's passionate about the rest of humanity. He's passionate about each one of us. And that's why he sent Jesus to die on a cross for us, to rise again so that he could know us, was because he's passionate about us. That's really important to hold in mind as where we kind of travel as we go from here today. God is passionate about justice. That means he's passionate about the oppressed being set free, about the unloved being loved, the unseen being seen, the sick being healed, the troubled being comforted, and the orphan finding a home. God is passionate about all these things, and therefore as followers of Jesus, that would suggest that we too should be passionate about them. Now don't get me wrong, like I'm speaking as much to myself today as I am the rest of you, because it's so easy to get tied up with our stuff. It's so easy to think, oh, my stuff's so much to cope with, I need to focus completely on this. But what God is saying to us, I care about everyone. I care about your neighbour. In fact, the greatest commandment is to love me and to love your neighbour. And our neighbour is anyone, as the Good Samaritan story tells us, is anyone who is in need, and we are to step up and meet that. The Bible also holds a account of when Jesus says to some Pharisees that they clothed him, that they fed him when he was hungry, that they visited him in prison, amongst other things. And they asked, when was it that we did these things for you? And he said, it's when you did these for the people that needed it. I.e., when we fed the hungry, when we clothed the naked, when we visited the prisoner, when we cared for the sick. These are all ways that we get to share in God's passion and be passionate about the same things God is for the rest of humanity. That means our friends, our family, but it does mean the stranger and our neighbour. That means just keeping an eye out that says, God, put on my heart where you want me to show up today. My stuff may be massive, but God, tune my heart to know what you are asking me to do, to hear your passion. There's a song that you might have heard that's called Set a Fire Down in My Soul. And my prayer for today, for all of us, is that today God sets a passion deep down inside of us that we can't contain, that we can't control, that burns, want to know him, to love him, but also to love others. That we might know what that looks like and how to show up in this time and this place to love others for him. So I ask you again today, what are you passionate about?